Hello and welcome back to Life's Biggest Questions. I'm Ron Mackenzie Lafergie. There's been a lot of talk recently about Planet X, with some using it to predict the end of the world. While these doomsday claims seem to be unwarranted, the idea of a ninth planet continues to be studied by astronomers around the world. What if this planet was found? Let's explore. Now get ready, it's time to ask the question, what if Planet X was real? There's been speculation for decades about the possibility of a mysterious Planet X, an unknown planet that's part of our solar system with a highly elongated orbit. More recently, certain conspiracy theorists have been claiming it to be found, calling it Nibiru, and claiming that it would crash into the Earth. After several failed doomsday predictions, it seems this crash is not happening. But that doesn't mean no such planet exists. Since the discovery of Neptune in 1846, scientists have been on the lookout for other possible planets in the far reaches of our solar system. Strange variations in the orbits of Uranus and Neptune cause them to believe that there could be another planet whose gravity could affect the orbit of these planets. After the discovery of Pluto, it determined that its gravity could not affect the other planets. However, the Voyager 2 spacecraft later learned that the supposed discrepancies in the orbit of Uranus were due to an overestimation of Neptune's mass. More recently, however, certain anomalies in the outer solar system involving Kuiper Belt objects have led scientists to believe there might be a Neptune-sized planet in a huge orbit roughly 20 times farther from the Sun than Neptune. This ninth planet is currently just theoretical. We have no clear evidence pointing to its existence. But what if we found out that it does in fact exist? First of all, what would this planet likely look like? Well, nothing's certain, but there are educated guesses we can make. Based on the apparent effects of its gravity on the Kuiper Belt objects, it's estimated that this planet would be roughly the same size as Neptune, with a radius of 13 to 26,000 kilometers and a mass equivalent to roughly 10 Earths. It would also take 10 to 20,000 years to make a full orbit, so if you like birthdays, you probably shouldn't live on Planet X. The gravity on the surface is difficult to predict. It could be very similar to that of Earth, or it could be much stronger, making it very difficult to move. Estimates range from 5.9 to 23.7 newtons per kilogram. However, this would be a rather moot point because you'd likely freeze long before you took your first step. With an orbit 700 times further from the Sun than Earth's orbit, temperatures would be far too low for us to survive. Estimates vary somewhat as to the exact temperature, but some claim that it could drop as low as negative 252 degrees Celsius, or 20.5 Kelvin. This value would vary slightly depending on the atmosphere of the planet, but it would certainly be extremely cold. But if this planet existed, what would it mean to us? Would we need to brace ourselves for doomsday? Probably not. This planet is on an enormous orbit around the Sun. The odds of it colliding with ours, which is relatively close to the Sun, are fairly slim. On top of that, both planets have completed countless orbits in the last several billion years without incident, so we can rest fairly easily for now. Finally, when discussing new planets, one thought tends to jump to mind. Could there be aliens? Well, while it's true that there may be other intelligent life out there, it's unlikely that there's intelligent life, or life of any kind, on Planet X. Scientists have determined the coldest temperature at which organisms could reproduce on Earth is minus 20 degrees Celsius, a far cry from the sub-minus 200 degrees expected on Planet X. It's certainly possible that there would be forms of extraterrestrial life that can thrive in such low temperatures, but the evidence available makes it seem unlikely. If you want to see more about intelligent alien life, check out our video, What If Another Advanced Species Existed? And now we return to our question, what if Planet X was real? Well, you definitely wouldn't want to live there. It may have much more gravity than Earth and would be extraordinarily cold. On the bright side, it probably wouldn't crash into us, so that should put some conspiracy theorists at ease. It's unlikely that there would be life of any kind on this planet, but who knows? Maybe they just have really thick snow pants. Thank you for watching Life's Biggest Questions. I hope this was interesting and informative, and maybe even inspired you to look into it further on your own. If you like this video, please thumbs up and subscribe to the channel down below. While you're down there, let me know if you think Planet X is out there. Until next time, I'm Ron Mackenzie Lafergie with Life's Biggest Questions, wishing you the best of luck on your quest for answers.